Yo, you already know what it is, man. I don't care what you do, man. Keep that camera rolling, man. I want to do something like story time. You feel me? But I feel like story time is like a bunch of made up shit. Somebody just come off the top of their head saying and shit. Um, anyways, we're gonna call it like life experiences. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go through like my life experiences type shit. So I'm gonna go to how I came about, you know what I'm saying, selling weed or whatever, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I got more in store. This ain't gonna be just the only one or whatever. But anyways, okay. I gotta start off with like how I came about finding out what weed was or whatever. So anyways, I was in school one day and I was just walking into a class or whatever. And I walked in the class, seen like a little bag on the ground and shit, so I picked it up. And I ain't know what the fuck it was, though. No, I ain't know what the fuck it was. So I showed one of my partners or whatever, little white buddy or whatever, and he was like, "Ooh shit, how much you want for this?" I'm like, "Shit, I don't even know how much it's even worth for real, but I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about. I'm like, shit, just give me what you know what I'm saying, whatever." He's like, "I got $10. It look like it's about a dime anyways." I'm like, right. He paid me, he gave me the money or whatever. I'm like, ooh, that was some good little money, you know what I'm saying? Quick little fast little money, you feel me? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I knew at that time, you know, everybody smoking weed. So, you know, I had some things going on, like I was like selling candy bars and stuff like that at the time, you know. And school, you couldn't sell candy bars unless like you was doing it for like a church or something like that. You know, I told him I was doing it for my church or whatever. And so I was selling candy bars, but when I ran into that, I'm like, opportunities right here, you know, grab me some weed, you know what I'm saying? However it go, and I could sell it, you know, because everybody was smoking it, you know. So I started doing my research, you know, like who sold it, stuff like that. So I just started like dating for real, you know. Had like a little girlfriend, you know, she was from the hood or whatever you wanna call it, you know. And you know, she had partners and stuff like that knew about it and shit. So I'm talking to them, whatever, and ran across a buddy that knew where it was and shit like that. Um, he got me some. Next thing you know, I'm I'm learning as I go. Like, you know, like as I'm talking to people and hearing that like nickel bags was sold at this much, you know, I'm like grabbing information as I go because I really don't know shit about it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want you to know I don't know nothing about it because then you could try to jip me, you know, even though like I was getting jipped because like I was I was running out, you know, I was selling it and I was running out having to get more because you know, I needed more of the product, you know. But I was having to go through like other people, you know. I ran into to somebody like a neighbor, you know. I ain't know like I said, I don't know nothing about this. I don't really know the original price. I'm just going off the prices they're telling me is what it's worth, you know. And as far as I know, as I'm grabbing information, I know this, like a nickel bag weighs this much, a dime weighs this much, and a zip weighs this much, you know. So these are the only things that I know about it, you know what I mean? So like I said, like I was gonna say, I had a neighbor that was like doing stuff or whatever. Then I kind of was like talking to them, like when I walked up on them or whatever, and he ended up telling me like, okay, this is, you got to think about it. This was back when Reggie was popping now. This is Reggie. He ended up selling me like a zip for like $90. I found out later on that zips of Reggie was worth like $50. And then like the next day I found out he got fat dime bags. I'm like, whoa, okay. Now this is where I like this, like kind of like around the time I first started selling weed. I mean smoking weed as well. So I was kind of like upset about it. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? But me per se, I'd rather sell the weed than smoke it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really big on smoking for real because like I don't really like being out my mind state, you know. But see, me right now, I'm chilling by myself, you know. I ain't nobody to disturb me and shit like that. But anyways, back to the story. But yeah, um, um yeah. And then like it got it got deeper than that. Like I started like buying big quantities of weed because like didn't that many people sell weed on my street to minors anyway. Cause you know what I'm saying, or people they didn't know like that. Anybody that came to me about something, I was on top of it. Like I was like, hey, yeah, boom. Then it was like I was convenient for most people. You know, I was like right there, type, and like in the moment type. You know what I'm saying? When like somebody wanted something, I was like right there. You know, and but yeah, but anyways, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, but that's about how I got started with it. You know, from that point. Um, what's another little story I can give y'all a rundown on? Experience or whatever. Um, um, peep this, peep this though. Um, I remember this one time, right? Me and my people, right? I was staying, I was staying with my people, right? And I'm on the way to the house, right? I'm on the way to the house. And this all facts, you know. I'm on the way to the house. So I call them to let them know I'm on the way. Okay. Man, shit fucking up on me. Anyways, yeah, I call them to let them know I'm on the way. I'm like, what's up, bro? He like, shit, getting ready to go to a little bit house. I'm like, yeah. He like, yeah, bro. She want me to get the whip. She want to let me drive the whip and shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, who it is? You know. He tell me who the bitch is or whatever, right? I remember, the bitch was spraying my dog name in school and shit type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, something didn't sound right. I'm like, so you going to chill with the bitch that was like blasting bro name, like type shit? He was like, yeah, no type shit, but I just want some top type shit, you know, quick pussy real quick, you know, and then she gonna let me hit, but you know what I'm saying? Just something didn't sit with me right, you know, like something just didn't sit with me, like, you know, to be like spraying my dog name, and then you want to hang out with him and shit, let him get the car type shit, you know, and knowing they were close, you feel me? Some don't, you know what I'm saying? No. Alright, I'm like, alright, bet. Wait, I'm gonna go with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with you. Cause just to be on the safe side, you know? And he like, alright, bet. So I was like, I'll let you know when I'm finna walk up or whatever. So I get there or whatever. I'm like, you ready? Like, yeah. So I'm like, what a bit that? She right across the way, like where we stayed at. She was just a skip and a hop. And we get to her, right? And she like trailing the bushes and shit, you know? I'm like, man, what the fuck this bitch got going on, man? She trailing the bushes and shit. Like we walking in the road, and she like walking in the grass and shit, like hiding behind trees and shit, talking about she didn't want to be seen, caught by her people and shit, like, you know? So shit was just sus right there. So I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So like, man, bro, just talking and shit. So, by the time, you know, we get to her house and shit, cause like she met us like at the entrance or whatever. My hand's asking the bitch, but she met us at the entrance and shit, like, and okay, we get to the house and shit. So now it was like one of them motherfucking, like, you press the button in the car crank and shit type cars, you know. She like go get the keys and shit. She come back to him like, you gonna drive or whatever? He like, yeah, I don't know. He like getting skeptical about driving and shit. So I'm like, I don't feel, I ain't driving shit. Don't even look my way. You know what I'm talking about? And so he like, if you crank that bitch, you'll drive that bitch. He'll drive that bitch type shit. So she like, so if I crank this bitch, you gonna drive this bitch? Like, he like, yeah, but you gotta crank that bitch or whatever. So I shit you not. Soon as she fucking pressed the button to crank that bitch, somebody bust the fucking garage windows. Now let me take you back a little bit, cause bruh leg was fucked up. And when the garage windows bust, the first instinct was to like take off. You feel me? I wasn't thinking, you know what I'm saying, at the time, like, bro leg fucked up. He might not even be behind me type shit. Bro was right behind my ass. For real, like, ducking fences just like me, shit, fuck. For real. I'm like, shit, boy, you right here? Yeah, bitch. For real. And in that moment it was like, damn. But okay. Now we done duck behind some houses, some shit. We done duck behind some houses and shit. Motherfuckers is like riding up and down the fucking road. You know what I'm saying? They riding up and fucking down the road and shit. And he just trying to get away type shit. And I'm like, man, no, let's just chill right here. You feel me? Cause in the back of my mind, I don't even know where the fuck we at. You feel me? I don't know where we at. I don't know what the fuck really going on. You feel me? What their intentions is and none of that shit. Let's just stay the fuck right here. You feel me? So anyway, so I call my lady up. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know. She was gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, with the whip, pull up and grab us type shit, you know. Call her up, tell her what's going on and shit. And she like, where the fuck we at? I don't know where the fuck we at. I just know some motherfuckers is on some bullshit out here type shit. So she plan on just riding up and down the roads, just see what's going on type shit. Till she find us, I guess, or whatever. So like, boom. Okay. So I get off the phone with her, whatever. He ready to go. So I'm like, all right, bet, let's go. I don't see them driving up and down the roads no more. Anyway, so we come from behind the house, get in the road. We walk like a few feet away from the house where we was at or whatever. And it's like a car in the middle of the road. So they hit their lights and start like trying to like drive towards us and shit. We take off running. We running. See a little ditch or whatever to like try to jump and get out the road. You know what I'm saying? I jump. Jumped into a fucking pond. You feel me? I'm like, boop, 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 boop. Dying, bitch. I'm drowning like a motherfucker. And I really can't tell you what like helped me up out that bitch, cause I can't swim worth a fuck. I can't swim. But I just know I stepped on some shit. I tell people when I tell the story, I tell them I stepped on a fucking alligator. But I stepped on some shit. Boom. Next thing you know, I'm on land, bitch. At this point, I'm frustrated with what's going on. Like it is what it is at this point. So I'm on land. I'm laying on the grass. I'm laying on the grass. I'm like, fuck it. So lady run up on my ass. So I'm talking crazy shit. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm like, it is what it is. If I'm gonna die at this point, it's my time. You feel me? Fuck this shit. But I'm not finna just let you take me out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, you feel me? She talking how like she the police type shit. I'm like, man, like I was feeding into it at first because I'm like, wow, this, you know what I'm saying? Because it is like it's nighttime. Let me tell you that it's nighttime. Let me tell you that. So I'm like, okay. Next thing you know, the bitch start like pulling on me, trying to like mush my head and shit in the grass and shit. I'm like, oh hell nah, bitch, this ain't no motherfucking police. So I get up. Next thing you know, she like wrestling with me and shit. I come up out my shirt and shit. I'm soaking fucking wet now, cause I done fucking just got up by the fucking pond, and so I done fucking like got up out her shit from fucking with her. Then it's a nigga like running towards me like as I'm like wrestling with this bitch, trying to get away from her and shit. A nigga start running. I'm already like getting away from her type shit. You know what I'm saying? I just look back and just notice a nigga running behind me type shit. He say fuck it, stop and turn back around. I realized my bro still back there, and I'm like, damn. At this point, I'm like, fuck, man. Shit. So call my old lady up again, let her know I done got away from there type shit. But bro still with him and shit. Bro still back there and shit. So so I called her up. Shit. They ended up passing by me as I'm walking. You feel me? I done took my pants and shit off. Cause my shit soaking wet. It's cold as a bitch too. I ain't had no jacket, no nothing on. And it was cold. And you know what I'm saying? She done pulled up on me with a pile of motherfuckers in the car and shit. They questioning me. She questioning me. I'm like, man, bro, they still got bro. You feel me? Now we gotta worry about him. You feel me? I ain't going back to the house without him type shit. You know what I'm saying? And they on some wild shit. And bro had, I guess, had the right idea to call the police and shit. Next thing you know what I'm saying, we passed back through, the police was there and shit. So we wasn't finna go there while the police was right there type shit. But then bro we ended up, I don't know if bro, I forgot bro, like, yeah, bro ended up meeting me back at the house. Yeah. And telling me what was going on and shit from his perspective and shit. But yeah, man. That shit, I don't know, man. To this day, I be like, damn, bro. A nigga almost died that day like a motherfucker, dog. Like, thank God I went with him, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, boy, she would have had did some shit to my brother, like, to this day, like, I be thinking about shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get too much into detail, but I be thinking about shit, cause like I seen the bitch, like, I wanna say like a year after that shit happened, working and shit. And I'm just like looking at her like, bitch, I should slap the fuck out you right now. I should like do this, I should do that. But like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga don't really be trying to be on no cold hearted shit for real. Cold hearted shit, bro. But you know what I'm saying? At the time, like, bro, no, bro. I think it's time for me to get out of here, bro, because, like, this shit fucking with me. Now, I'm finna go ahead and finish this on up anyway. I'm out of here. I'll come back with some more of these motherfuckers, though. You know what I'm saying? Life experiences, you feel me? Like, nah, I ain't telling no stories. These are all factual statements and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm out of here, though.